Hello folks, as we arrive in the game tonight we find out there's a little medal or award waiting for us in sport mode. Wonder what that could be. We've been racing around Kyoto for a couple of weeks, haven't we, with the ID19. And there we have it, we got gold in 6,280th place. Another 1,000 people actually got in and got gold. So if you did, well done folks. I hope I was able to help you along the way. If you didn't, let me know what it is that kept you from it, and we'll be interested in try and work on that. So 10 million credits we've got, and looking at the next lap time challenge folks, it's the NSX around Daytona. Hello folks, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are just diving into sport mode. You'll have just seen a clip that I made a couple of days ago of winning gold from the last one, and I've just found half an hour, 45 minutes of spare time, and we will just go and throw ourselves into this road course test. So here it is, we're at the road course in Daytona as said. Somebody's already set a world record, there's 12 days to go. We're just going to select a car from the garage, which you should see up there already, but let's just pick it. It says I don't qualify because I already picked it. Car settings though, we need to put them on sport soft because they're the tyres of choice of day. Let's have a look in the details settings. This is supposed to be bopped. Now look at that, high lift camshaft, I own it. I've just put that in there and it's actually bopped the horsepower to 570. It should have gone to 588, but with that being the case folks, it won't have an effect. Everything is on as set, we can't change anything else, but it does register the fact we've got the high lift cam, so happy days. Let's get in there. Oh, what's the current record? A 149.782. We've got to find a 153.075. So then, settings for this little event. Let's have a look. Assist settings, traction control 1, default ABS, everything else off. I'm running a manual gearbox, I'm on a steering wheel. Let's have a look at assist controller settings. Button configuration open, I don't think there's any need for any changes. Controller sensitivity 0, force feedback on torque 5, sensitivity 5. I found them the best setting for me, so whatever wheel you've got, I'm on a G29, you'll find them better for you. Let's have a look at the ranking board, see who's above us. Alex is top, definitely in the gold. There's lots of people in the golds, look. JB's there, Big Popper's there. Where's NW555? There he is. Lots of people setting into there. I haven't got a skin for this one, JB, as we note, but I know you've been a busy man. And I'll just run this with the default car. Quite happy to do that. Let's give it a whirl. Had a few bits of discussion today. Oh, this has got an energy. It's got a battery in it. That's interesting. I didn't know that. So lots of discussion today on the text about the entry to turn 1. Now I'm pretty sure part of the key part of this, oh it's quite wobbly, part of the key part of this process is getting your speed right before you hit the actual banked corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift off just before. Oh no, I'm not even going to think about that. Look at that, oh my lordy. Let's see if we can actually put a lap in. That will probably be a start, wouldn't it? The car moves about all over the place. I can feel it moving underneath me. I'm going to lift off at this point. Oh my lord, we're drifting, sliding. Oh! There's a problem here, isn't there, folks? There's a problem entering this corner. Do we need Wang? Do we need some downforce? Not that I think it matters. I can't get round any corner here. What is going on? It's like it's on ice. Is this one of those tests where they've given you a extremely powerful car and jalopy tyres like jello for you Americans? It's it's going to be a question of just feeling for the car, isn't it? I've been told as well that it's quite generous with the runoffs. Well, I'm going to use them all by the looks of it. It's not going to be a 10-minute job, this, is it? It's going to... Oh, jeeps. You've really got a feel for this. I've just been running GR2s in a practice round Brands Hatch, and this is just going to be, oh, tricky, I think. Stunning circuit though, Daytona. If you've ever been, it's a sight to see. I managed to go, I've been twice now, and not on race days. I actually went to the museum and the exhibition centre and a trip round the circuit on a trolley bus, which was great. You went through the tunnel, then we had a lap round the circuit, in and out the pit lane, and it just gave you the feel for just how much bank there was in the corner. We talk about it and you can say yeah, it's quite steep and it looks quite steep, but when you get on there, it's got some definite banking. Even this bit as you come round, it's not something that ultimately you would ever feel for. So wow. I've been to Monza as well, and I've stood on that banking above the track, and that's steep, but in a different way. It's old track. This is modern tarmac, and the Monza stuff is just, well, it's just frightening. It doesn't feel safe at all. At least here, it's very wide open, and it's got a good long banking. I mean, Monza itself is a long circuit, but the banking is a completely different type of structure. If you've ever been to Goodwood in the UK, that's somewhere I went as 20 odd years ago, because I lived near there, and managed to go to the museum and then walk up onto the track, walk to the top, walked along. It's just breathtaking. But in the UK, that kind of bank circuit is now, they just don't exist anymore. They're all built on. They're just waffling us, put some laps in here as I'm just trying to get a feel for the circuit. 209 my best. Well, we'll improve upon that, I'm sure. See if I can cut and edit this video around my waffling to make so it makes sense. Oh, back end just went. It's fine, no penalty. Happy doodle dogs. I think I want to put downforce on the back of this thing. I think I want a big wang. I think I want to put lowered suspension on it. I want to get it down to the ground and suck it down with some downforce. That'd be nice. This isn't going to beat a 209, is it? I don't think. It's 3/4 of an hour yet till he hit the line. It's 3 crashes. Oh, this might be better actually. I'm going to brake though. Going to use the wall. This is the wickedest handling car there is. I'm not seeing a gold here for anybody. By that I meant me. Seems to have traction on the get out the corner. It just doesn't want to brake into corners. It's got no physical presence in the braking zone. There we go, we kept it on the track this time. Happy doodles. We might get it under 2 minutes this time. See if we can enter the old bus stop and exit the bus stop in some sort of regular routine. We don't have a discharge button for the battery, do we? Just been a bit more cautious into here, using all the yellow painted areas. Where did we say we need to be? 153? Got 20 seconds to get to the line then. Now the other big thing to discuss about this is we're going to get a massive game update in the middle of next week, in the first week of this event. So whether or not something's going to... Oh, look at that, we're within 3 seconds, that's alright. And then he just disappears, stays right. We're not going to beat that time that much, we know, but what we are going to do is just improve our confidence. We've got to get into that... Is it because I'm changing down too quickly and locking the back wheels up? Let's get off the gas there. No, it does. It just goes anyway. No. Let's go and have a understanding of what we've got done then. A 155.799. A 159.189 is where we could potentially be at that point. Happy days. We're in bronze, 5.48%. Let's just have a look. There we go. We're at the bottom of the tree, just down there. With the likes of Elvis. You're not doing too bad, fella. John Wedley's down there. He's extremely quick, that chap. However, Alex, 152. So he's only 3 seconds. 3 seconds and a bit away from us. Well, that's cool. Let's go and do some playing. Let's go and see what we can do. What I'd like is a little bit more ability for grip. And I don't know whether it works, but I'm going to give myself that psychological advantage. I am going to go and do some customization, physical mods, and see if they actually work. See if I can actually make a change to the car. This will be the biggest. Type 20s, that one there. Purchase and install. I don't care that it costs me cash. Sides. Ooh, wing it. That'll be good. Put the front ones on. Big one? Yes, big one. And I'm going to go and waste some money. No roll cage available, so that's fine. We're going to go and... are we going to actually widen the stance up? Put some racing wheels on, make him look a bit tarty-tarty. What should we do? Something with a bit of... Lots of brake disc available. That'll be nice. 19s. Oh, it's staggered. Let's just see if there's an option. There we go. That. How much does that widen the wheel? Not a massive amount. What about the offset? That does help. Let's get that on. That might give us some stability into the corners. He says, who knows? It's all in the head. But this is one of those things. We're going to try and give ourselves some confidence because I've got no chance at all of getting into turn one. Currently the way the car's performing. The way I'm performing. So I'm now going to go and slam the suspension. Just put the adjustable on. It'd be nice if I could change the gears as well. But it'd be nice if we could have a brake balance adjuster. And see if I can affect the brake balance. But you never know. Just conscious of our time. As well, I was only giving myself half an hour tonight because we've got a lot to do today. It's Friday. Got to use domestic events. So, what should we do? There. Slam it to the ground. Is it four-wheel drive? It's four-wheel drive, so why is it that bad at handling? Why does it handle that badly? Just don't know. Maybe I'm wasting money. Don't know. I've just put in what I think it needs. Should I have bought decent brakes as well? Maybe so. Get the thing to stop a bit, get the thing to go a bit. Who cares? Who knows? We don't know. Back in, and then we're going to go and bang in a couple of more 5 laps. Then I'm going to go for a brew, and we'll update this later on. Generally don't know. 8th gear. My word, we got wide in there, didn't we? We're not going to have a ghost, I don't think, are we? Because oh, I got penalised for track limits. Oh, that's not fair. I barely had control of it. It's a shame I don't get to keep my ghost from the last time round. That'd give me someone to race against. Car feels like it's sliding a bit more. It's definitely got some. Definitely feels better. Where we're going to get the penalty just before we go across the line, I guess. So it completely trashed me lap time. Didn't realise it goes up to 8th gear. I don't think we're going to get all the way to the top end of the gears though, are we? Says we're going to get the penalty now. It's only half a second, but I don't know whether it will give us an improved time. We do. It actually gave us that. Actually used the wall to stop the back end of the car busting free then. We're not going to try and slide like we did last lap. So we're improving. Let's try and break in a straight line there. Going to try and hold it down onto the inside of this corner. Try and reduce the distance we travel. I'd love to meet the guy that comes up with these tests, you know. I'd love to meet him. Just want to see what shape his head is. See if he is an absolute technical genius kind of dude, or whether he's the Joker kind of fella that likes to play pranks on people. Can I see myself getting gold here? I really can't. The top boys are going to get much quicker with this, aren't they? So we're going to be in the 154.6s now, by the looks of it, maybe 154.1s. Why does it want to do that? You wouldn't allow a car on the road. It wouldn't pass a safety test. We made massive gains down here, didn't we? Went from like 1.3 to 1.5 up because of the speed we got out of that corner. I don't know whether to start braking in a straight line from here. Got to brake just as you go across the start-finish line, it seems. Still very exploratory. Well, let's just find out how we go, folks. We'll have to borrow and just keep borrowing and just see where we can progress. Have to do a little lift here just to get the back end rotated. We're not turned as much. He's got a better run out. He being the ghost. I know we can improve down here. Battery doesn't seem to be giving as much. Battery. Any Vice Grip Garage fans out there? I love the way he talks about engine parts, etc. He's changed my engine part vocabulary quite distinctly. Oh, I was a quicker out of there last time through, wasn't I? Wow, I got on the gas earlier. Might have lost out here, being a bit conservative through there. We might be okay. We might have gained a little bit of time. I don't think we'll be in the 153s though, will we? Oh, hello wall. Yes, 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 there it is. In case you wondered where the wall was, it's just there on the right. See if we can make sense of this. And what I was aiming to do was to be able to lift and coast into the corner. So if we do some initial braking and then just modulate the brake in there and try and fight that intense desire for it to want to turn us round and face the other way. It's the lift and coast bit that just might make the difference. See if we can stick with the ghost. We're a bit sloppy into that second corner. It's four-wheel drive though, and it doesn't want to seem to handle. Well, that's all about the tyres, isn't it? It's just got a lack of grip, and that grip upsets the car fully. If you release the brake too quickly, the car lurches violently. We're doing okay. We're in touching distance. We're not going to get a time to let us know how far back we are until we actually do more than one lap. And that little indicator of time just above that red dot there would purely be a reference indicator versus your previous lap. We did okay. We seem to be on a par with pace. Try not to wander around too far. Let's try and shorten the line if we can. If we can run a shorter line, we might be quicker. There's a 139. It just gone. A 153.993. Let's see where that puts us. I don't think that's anywhere in there. I think we're in the silvers, aren't we? So 42.6 miles. We get a 4-star ticket for the day. Happy days. A 153.993 is as best we've done. And we're in the silvers. Yeah, we have to be somewhat better than that, don't we? So we're here. We need to be in the 152s. So we need to find another second. Yeah, well, I don't think we're going to be far off that, folks. I think a little bit more confidence into turn one. We're there with Roger. JB's up there. He's just a second ahead of us. I think we're going to find that time. But this video might be out on Sunday, and we might just move along with a bit more footage. But yeah, let's see how we go. And here's the skin that JB sent to us today. I know we've been running the test for a couple of days, but this is what he's provided us to run the time trial in. So as you can see, it's got the front and rears. It's also got the side splitters on. It's got quite a stunning set of wheels. All of that we've used on the test today. Whether it has an effect or not, I've added the extra tow hook just for the bit of extra towy hooky bling, if there's such a thing as towy hooky bling. But huge wheels, lots of slippy tyres. I might actually just try them with a little bit more rubber profile. But as you know, with this car, it's four-wheel drive and it's got staggered front and rear. So the fronts are 19s and the rears are 20, or the fronts are 21s and the rears are 22, which is quite unusual with a four-wheel drive car. You normally don't get a staggered set. But with that, folks, it's a great looking skin. Thank you, JB. There it is, and we'll see you at the test. Take care. So we're back at it, folks, a couple of days later. We've been quite busy doing other bits and pieces, and I'm currently sat there at 1:53.993. World record has actually moved by the looks of it. It's at 1:49.782. So we are approximately a second outside of the target. Now, I've been talking with some colleagues, and genuinely they have been telling me that this one is really quite hard, quite tricky, and they need assistance. So I've talked them through the conditional learning thing, and I've said, go and stuff some extra modifications on the car. It's bopped. You know it's not going to work, but go and put the stuff on and keep cracking on. And I've actually had somebody tell me they've improved their time by by half a second, almost a second, and some of the guys have actually gone on and absolutely blitzed it and done what they need to. But some are also saying they're really struggling. So I've got some other tips, and I've got some other things I'm going to try. I'm now going to attempt to, in the next short while, attempt to knock a second off my time by using other methods, and we'll see what that is. And there we are, folks. The hardest thing to do is get around turn 1 for this course. So we're currently in 16th thousandths. We were up in something like the 10th thousandths, but with 3.84% outside, we need to knock a full second. So if we're in the 152s, we're where we need to be. Settings are exactly what there was. I've changed nothing. We're just going to have a crack and see where we go. Something actually has changed. I've got a new skin. JB has actually produced a new skin for the car. And we are just going to go around and see what happens. You can see bottom left hand corner, we've done 39 miles so far, and we are within 1 second of gold. So let's just push on and see where we go. We're going to come through the line, and I'm going to try gain balance in the car. And it's gone. We're headed down pit lane. That's no good to man nor beast, is it? So with that being the case, folks, I'm just going to come out and I'm going to do what somebody has told me to do. So I'm just taking you through everything I'm actually going through, and I'm going to do it with you, and you're going to see what we're going to do. Down the bottom here, there is something called active stability management and counter steer assistance. Well, I'm told they are both key, but I'm going to turn one on at a time, and we're both going to go through it. We're all going to go through it together, and we're going to see where we go. So I don't 100% know if this is going to work, because it's going to slow us down in the long run, I believe, but it's going to help us through this corner and give us the opportunity to actually nail this corner and do well. Now the car already feels different. It's kind of reacting and working, but let's see what happens as we come through the line. I'm going to lift. Extremely quick through there, and the car's just sliding. It doesn't matter what I do. Active stability management doesn't work then. You've just got to nail that corner properly. The car doesn't want to stop at all. go. The car does actually want to do it. I know it does. But it's an absolute shower of poop, isn't it? Like I say, I'd love to meet the dude. I just want to see what shape his head is, the guy that actually makes these tests. Because he's got to have a big brain. I got round there and into there just by the most ridiculous braking method possible. So active stability management doesn't work for me. You've just got to brake like a weird person. Whatever reason, this car is just a sack of poop. Don't care what anybody says, it's horrific. Let's just try and get a lap time on. It wants to drift and slide everywhere. It's never been this bad. What is that active stability management rubbish? It doesn't do anything. What an absolute load of tosh bollocks. Excuse my French. I'm not putting any of them on. That's absolute rubbish. Braking round that corner, there's quite some weight shift, quite some momentum shift in this car, isn't there? It's a long approach to this start of this race. Don't know why they couldn't have started you here at a speed. What I suppose they've done is they've tried to represent you coming out of that corner, haven't they, at a number of knots. We got that better. We took that wider line. Brake before that black tarmac change. Alright, we got ahead of the Ghost then. Want to turn the car quickly using just a dab on the brake and the throttle at the same time. So you're braking and you've got your foot on the throttle as well. We've come through there significantly ahead of the Ghost. That felt really good through there. Let's just hope we can get this bus stop right. We don't want to be shaky too nervous, but let's do it. Past the first flag, halfway to the second one, we're going to brake. Just lift off the brake as we get into the bus stop. We had to change down, but we're still miles ahead of our previous Ghost. Let's hope we haven't just lost too much time. He is coming. He is coming, but it looks like this is a good one. It looks like we might be almost there. A 152 would be tremendous, but I don't know how far behind the Ghost we are. So it's probably 2 seconds, but I don't think we're 2 seconds ahead. A 53.3, that's a better time. We didn't make it. Just managed to carry that round that corner. Just managed to carry it round there. Short shift away, and there we go. See if we can apex this corner a bit later to try and get an earlier foot on the throttle, we're doing okay. Just got to stay calm. Just got to stay calm. We are pulling away. That will see us comfortably inside our goal, if we can get this right. Now, we braked that a little bit later, didn't we? I don't know if that's going to be enough. I don't know if we got back in time. We did not do it. That's an absolute son of a monkey moo. We are so far up on our ghost, look. And we're going to lose all that coming through the line. Oh, that's such a shame. Such a shame, such a shame. We had that. Let's see if we can duplicate that again. Look at the slide on that ghost. Right, we've done all right. We've found the line now. We found how to get through turn one. We've got to brake in a straight line. That's the key. We've got to brake in a straight line. That's the key to this. So once we see the line to the end of the corner, I'm going to lift off. We're wide, but we slid so much through there, but managed to control it. But we weren't as good as that time we were through that corner then, were we? Try and keep it wide. Get some drive out the corner. We're so far behind our ghost. We've got some right chasing to do here. We've got to find some time. Third gear, short shift. We're just too far behind off turn one to make any gains at that point. We slid too much. Let's see if we can absolutely banzai the bus stop. Nothing to lose here, nothing to lose. We're going to brake just before that number 2 marker. We've caught the ghost through there. Don't think we're close enough to get a gain though. I don't think this will be a 153.280. I think this will be 153.25. A 153.52, I mean. I think that's where we're going to be. Oh, we paused through there. We've actually. I think we've just got the gold. I think we've just got the gold, and I just need to go and check, and that'll be it for tonight. I think it might be 009. What do we do? Do we go and try and do it again, or do we go out and lose the ghost? I don't know. I don't know what the deal's going to be. I don't know. I don't know what the deal's going to be. We just got a 5-star roulette ticket. A 153.016 is what we did. It's going to be silver, is it going to be gold? It's gold. It's gold. We did it. Oh. We did it. Oh. It is so just though, isn't it? 2.95, 9,397th. In the top 10,000. And, wow. with that, that's superb. I just need to do the intro for the skin that JB created, and I'll just do that after this fact. But there it is, folks. Let's have a look at the friends rankings. Let's have a look. We're in 10th then. So the boys above us, Mr. McFarland, NW is there with a 151. It's superb. Alex is up there in a place he really should be in. Well done, mate. Az. Is that Az? Az. Well done, Big Popper. Steve, well done. Nabushondonasaur. Great time. Is he from France? Yeah. JB, well done, mate. Always at the top. Mr. Maguire, nice and quick, my friend. Iceman, always there. Let's have a look down below. Just Rogers, just outside. John Wedley, I know you're quick, mate. I think you can do that a little bit better. Just need to get that turn one right. Elvis, Paul Walker, Dobber's had a crack. Well done, mate. Just got to get that entry to turn one. Well, hopefully I can cut this video and it will just show you. Let's have a look at the global stuff. 9,000, look at that. Somebody's done a 149. What kind of amazing thing is that? I just can't get a look. Mr. Gallo, a 149.937. That's impressive. Look at that. He's in the top 10. Well done, Jose. Aldoma, well done. But I'm there. I'm in the golds at the moment. Likely not to be, but I didn't think I'd get that to make that video quite so soon. So there it is, folks. We'll leave you with it. Just press record.